Welcome everyone. This is Ricardo, and I want to speak on just sleep. I spoke on sleep before, but in the personal version of sleep, sometimes people go beyond what they need to do. Sometimes people don't take that time out for themselves. And time for yourself is really needed. Sleep is what is needed. Sometimes people don't get sleep. Sometimes people are so busy thinking about what they haven't done yet, thinking about what they need to do. Sleep is very, very essential. It could be a lot for somebody to just call it quits on something for the day and not allow the next day to help them, with whatever situation. And I said about, the saying sleep on it. Decisions sometimes take sleeping on. Things sometimes take sleeping on. Adam, for example, had to sleep for Eve to be a part of his life. Joseph had to sleep on what God was going to reveal to him as a truth. And this is all biblical. But at the same time, how often do we allow sleep to get us to the next step? Because sleep can get us to the next step if we allow sleep. If we allow time for ourselves. Sometimes we're doing so much and we're thinking that doing a lot of things accomplishes more, when in reality it causes more problems and too much buildup. Let me put this in another way. If you were to have a garbage disposal inside the sink and you were to just fill it with a whole bunch of food without actually allowing it to be grinded up, allowing it to be processed through, you're going to clog the sink. No matter how powerful you think it is, putting too much stuff in the sink will clog it up. In our life, we put too much stuff to go down through that journey, the process of this drain, where things can finally be completed and finally go about its process and finally we can get through with it. We put so much down this drain and we clog it up. We clog our life up with so much. But once you say, you know what, let me pull some of this away for right now and let me get this taken care of. Let this get processed and go down the drain. That way it's completed. Let it go through its process. And then I can put this now into this position. And then allow that to go down the drain. And then I put this in position and allow that to go down the drain. But sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we don't put something on paper, know that this is what needs to be accomplished. And yes, tomorrow is never promised. That is true. But there are some things that cannot be done with just one day. You have to also keep that in mind. That the 24 hours that has been allotted to us, we can't do every single thing all in just one day. We can't have a 10-day type of processing thing and just expect it to be done just in one day. You can't just make something that's so big to be compacted into just one day. The journey that God's children had to walk through wasn't a 7-day journey. It was much longer than that. You notice some things take processes. The man whose eyes were healed, that man's process wasn't just a one-step process. What do you see? I see trees. What do you see now? Wow, I once was blind, but now I see. But the first thing you saw was trees. That means he must have had experience of seeing those trees before. In life, in order for us to see through things, in order for us to be able to see clearly, we have to first see what may be by getting rid of some things here, getting rid of some things there, that we can finally have a clear vision of what we need to do, instead of just clogging our life up. So we need to sleep on certain things. We need to allow that time for, we know that this is not a one-day thing. So in order for me to better know what to do the next day, sleep is needed. Time for myself is needed. It'll be in that moment where you just have quiet time, time with God, and then you just make that just you and God situation. Like you're praying as if you're married. You don't have to keep working like you're Martha. And yet both of them receive God in their ways. But you are looking to finally get rid of this work and become as Mary does, as Mary did. And you're saying, now, this is me resting. This is me just relying on you. What do I need to know? What do I need to do? Whatever it is you'll give me by person, by thing, by some type of sign, and I will know because it's you. And then God reveals it. And then whatever was on yesterday becomes a completed project afterward. But you're not clogging the drain. You're not clogging the sink. Because that pipe that things have to go through, all the tasks that you have to complete have to go through a process. Once the task is done, it's down the pipe and it goes to its destination. Then the next thing goes down the pipe, goes to its destination. But if you clog it, then everything is going to take a slow, sludgy way to where it's got to go, compared to its easy process going down the drain. And I'm just using that as a metaphor so you can understand why it is necessary for you to just have little by little while you sleep and rely on God and time with God. So it's very, very essential. Because all of us are dealing with the rushed life. Not all of us, but majority of us, a lot of us in this world. Some people just have where the situations are the way they just wanted to be. They like to just keep on going in this rush life. Some people are really slow in life. They don't want to keep on going fast. Everybody has a different journey. But the ultimate thing to this, the conclusion to this, like I said, I don't have all the answers. But to motivate you, conclusion to this is that you rely on God to give you the amount of rest that you need, to give you the ideas and the thoughts that are needed for the next day or the next time you come back to whatever it is you need to finish and fix up. So to put a close to this, again, my name is Ricardo. Know that God loves you and I love you. You all take care and God bless.